got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
All right, good people. This is your your pilot speaking for all you Dusty Jermaines, you Ashy Jeffries, and you Dirty Foot Jose's. Damn you. Okay. Back in the building, just punching the clock, for about an hour. I want to go over something Dr. T has actually invented, actually initiated into the space, and put another little wrinkle in your lexicon. Okay. First, we actually want to greet some people. Quentin's batting first. Black males batting second. It is always black man's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. We're gonna come up with it's always Jose's fault in a minute. Okay. Saint Cyr batting third. Okay. Roddy batting cleanup. Okay. Muhammad, what's going on? Happy Labor Day. Yep. Everybody ate good. Will I be at the conclave this week? No, I will not. Sadly. Adric, what's going on? Kevin, what's happening? Hey, Gold P, what's going on, man? You should be making some profits, man. Gold Professor, this is your time, man. Currency uncertainty, man, is good for gold. Luther, what's happening? Independent POV, hello, Master Teacher. Just letting you know I will be learning, upgrading my skills with Theo. Can't wait to finish the show. I will give you my own personal testimony experience because ain't no bear gonna eat me. I heard that, man. Let the bear eat somebody else. Okay. There's my boy, Man-Made Media TV. Check him out. Okay. Talk about the good game. Okay. He's old school Mac. Okay, that went into business. So, you want to learn some game? Trust him. Well, he learned it from the ground up. In fact, he can't talk about all the deeds that he's done in the past. Okay, that has to be. You have to be sworn to secrecy. You have to know all that stuff. D, what's up? Shannon Moore, what's happening? Landon, what's going on? Teacher calling the police. Yes, sir. Okay. The Black Toxic, what's going on? TB, Hurricane Greg, Victor Creed. Legon, what's going on? The Realist. Just watch Dark News, and it seems Skynet is making us. It is probably more serious than we actually know. And for AI, the limiting factor right now is energy. Okay, it takes almost as much. It takes as much energy to run an AI system as it does to actually run a human population, and that's the problem that they're bumping up against right now. Michael L, what's going on? Melly Mel, what's happening? Toya with the apple, what's up? And Toya, put your link in because Toya was actually had a pretty good stream today with her mother. Okay, about getting older, and one segment that's going to use about how older women see younger men versus how older men see younger women. I'm actually going to use that clip because it was very, very interesting. I should probably, I'm probably going to do a standalone first, and then we might talk about it tomorrow. Okay, maybe. Okay, because something very profound. Tori's one of the few women that are actually honest about their life. Okay, warts and all. Okay, she's actually honest about it. Most black women lie their ass off. Okay, Dr. Thunder, what's going on? Donald Smith, what's going on? Palm Beach Mike, what's going on? T. Riddler, what's going on? Dusty Jones, W. Brizzle, what's going on? Prince, what's happening? Produced by SEMA, what's going on? There's my boy Don Calypso. He's the manuscript librarian. Okay. Barry Hamilton, what's going on? W. Brizzle, what's going on? B-Roll, what's happening? Horowitz, what's going on? Gerald Tedito, what's going on? Gerald Tedito, what's going on? Create the tech guy. Does blue leashing include the reach back? No, blue leashing is so that they don't have to do the reach back. Tunnel runner, Dirty Foot checking in. Dirty Foot Jose and Maria. I thought, you know what the thing is, I thought that is probably the most original name, man, because I used to hate it when a brother back in the day used to call a lot of these Latin women dirty foot, okay? Just because you're dating down in the developed world. I said I thought that was really offensive. They just like, Dusty Jermaine was offensive. But the thing is, sometimes you got to do the reverse Uno card, okay? Turn that offensive name into a badge of honor, okay? So Landis says happy day off. Yep. Well, Mel L, what's going on? Instant Media beaming in. Michael, what's going on? Throws on these burgers and dogs on the grill. I heard that. Okay. I found this channel. Love the discussion. Appreciate you. Gundam, what's up? J. Cleveland Green, what's going on? Galen Wells. Tao, what's going on? Tao sends me some good stuff. I think I had forwarded one of the things that he sent me. I can't remember which one it was. Tao sends me some good stuff. He be doing his homework. Forever Blessed, what's going on? I'll be on later talk about does it black. Oh man, that is like a 30-year-old discussion. Okay. Turtle Bitcoin fact. What's her name? That's how she made her bones. Talked about does the black church keep black women single? Paul Wilson, what's going on? Bo Johnson, Uncle Fire, what's going on? That the good part. What's up? There's also a discussion. I got a standalone I'm going to do about chicks, so-called dating squares. Okay, it's called calling black men squares. I got to do a bit on that. Okay, because there it is. There's the link. Very good discussion, man. Very interesting. When her and mother get together, they actually talk about some pretty profound stuff. You guys are. My audio is breaking up again. Okay. Theo's in Miami already. Okay, cool. Said no food fighting T Riddler. Okay. I don't know what's up with T Riddler, man. I think I guess he gets his kicks. Azriel, what's going on? There's Wu Man Mongo, what's going on? AHG, what's going on? Chef Mike, what's good? That's who else we got. Anybody else? Superstar J Quick, what's happening? That brother, okay, I heard that. That brother over there. I said Red Falls Black, what's going on? You know what? I want, what I want is all the women that call black men lame. okay, and black men corny, okay. Show me where the street dudes have ever advanced anything in a society, any place, all over the world. Show me where the street dudes are actually doing something that you push this society forward. Any place, okay. Show me anywhere in the world where street dudes are actually making the society better. Please do, because I'm getting tired of street dudes and these chicks talking about lame dudes and corny dudes and all this kind of stuff. And then when shit goes bad, then they want the corny dudes and the street dudes in the squares to come in and save the community. I'm getting tired of that. I'm getting tired. And corny dudes and street dudes and square dudes. With corny dudes are just regular guys, okay? Because that white boy, you don't call him corny. And white boy, you don't call his ass corny, okay? And a corny black dude is much cooler than a regular white guy, but you don't call his ass corny. So these black women that say that black men are corny and black men are lame and whatever, or square, whatever it is, why don't you go date them thugs and let the thugs control your community and see what you got, like the South Side of Chicago, okay, or like the Bottoms in New Orleans, or like South Central in Los Angeles, and then stay there and and let the corny dudes and the lames and the squares go find the women that'll rock with them. Stay in your lane, leave them alone, because you want stability. Stay your ass over there and stay your ass away from the regular dudes. Okay, get tired of them. But I used to get sick of them, man. Street chick try to talk to me, man. You know, because I give them like 3 minutes, man. We are not on the same level. And the couple times I did give the lower class chicks a chance, that shit never worked out. Okay, because I know you like what you like. Stop pretending. Because I'm not changing just because you like a street dude. I'm not gonna become a street dude for you. Appreciate you, Man-Made Media. Superstar J Quick. Yeah, I mean, Blue Leash. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, Catacombs. But the thing is, man, I get sick of that, man. Somebody just sent me something. Okay, I get sick of that. Heifer, stay over there. Babu, what's happening? Duran, they don't want the community to be pushed forward. They want. I mean, if fast cash and illegal stuff and your dude's going to jail and all that kind of stuff is what you want, still, I have no problem with you if you want what you want. Get with the dudes that do that and stay over there. Stop, and then you get the pro blacks saying that when you have them 3 or 4 kids by them 4 different dudes and they all either in jail or homeless, then you want us to come in and pick up the pieces. No, we know you don't like us. You just want us to help you out and make your life stable. Don't work that way. Stay over there. Red Black Falls, what's going on? She's not a degenerate. She's a low level, low class chick. That's what she is. Okay, stop trying to pretend that you're something that you're not. And South Carolina Gullah. I mean, Man-Made Media, man. He been on both sides, man. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. Okay, he been on both sides. He been on both sides like I have. Said catacombs they never have, but black women never advance anything. That's fine. Well, leave us alone, okay? You know how many times a week I get pressed by pro blacks and other people trying to get regular, hardworking, square, or what we call square or regular black guys to come down and say these broads, man. No, you don't like us. Stay over there. Okay, I'm a muscular lame. They date pookies because they're controllable and nothing more. It has nothing to do with attractiveness. So, in fact, this Blue Leashing stuff, we're going the video I'm going to show you says exactly that. Okay, and so Gold P putting up my Cash App, LAXT get the likes up. Okay. That's how come I came up with the octanes, man. So dudes will know what class that you fit in, right? I know Keisha got a fat ass. Okay, I know she does. Okay, Keisha got them long legs. Keisha got that smooth skin. Okay, Keisha will get down in the back of a car. Okay, But Keisha is not. Keisha getting in a relationship with Keisha is not the business. Okay, it's not the business. Getting married to Keisha is not the business, man. Don't make my mistake. Okay, don't make my mistake. Trying to get a Keisha to be a Toya. Okay, Keisha is never gonna be a Toya. Don't make my mistake. Okay. Blue leashing keep the well, not just blue leashing is not just to keep the bucks in line. Okay, black women use blue leashing for their upscale dudes too. Trust and believe. Atlanta lawyer was pregnant by a YSL Rico case that she represented. Exactly. Unfortunately, I wish Keisha was just for the streets. Unfortunately, she's not. Keisha, 80% of black women are Keishas. Okay, I hate to say it, that's what they are. Okay, and sometimes it's just Keishas with degrees. 80% of black women are Keishas. I wish that wasn't true. Anyhow, let me go ahead and get into it. Okay, get into the blue leashing. Well, marriage is that's something beside the point. We're just talking about relationships. Marriage and relationships are two different things. Okay, don't ask me how I know. Charles can tell you. Okay, 80% of the black women are Keishas. I wish it wasn't true. But before I get off on too far off on a tangent, let's get back to the Keisha, just like that lawyer, man, getting being a baby mama to a criminal, and that's the business, and then proud of it. Oh, ticks me off. Okay, 80% is. Yeah, well, yeah, it is conservative, man. I wish it wasn't true, man. And God, people don't believe it. I wish that shit wasn't true. Anyhow, let me go and hit my history so I can share this. This is coming from Dr. Tiesan Johnson, PhD, motherfuckers. Okay, this is his concept of blue leashing. So I'm gonna play his short first. Okay, about blue leashing. There it is. Just saw it right there. And then we're gonna get into the example, because the first example of blue leashing that he actually came up with the concept was the incident at the airport. Okay, with Sha'Carri Richardson. All right, that is where she tried to get the cops to arrest him instead of her. Okay, because she's a female in the situation, so she thought because of what she did, she was right. Okay, and the second example is going to be something he just did. Right. Okay, about blue leashing and exactly what's going on, especially with Pookies. Okay.
Blue leashing.
Hold on. Let me rewind that. Let's put me down here. Let's see if we can make this full screen. Let's pull this back. I want you guys to get to this is just the short, okay, to explain what blue leashing is, and we're gonna get into the example after that, okay? Damn, okay. YouTube, don't do me like that.
Blue leashing, which too is a verb, noun, or adjective, is the act of a black woman calling law enforcement on a black man, not primarily out of fear or danger, but as a means of control, discipline, or retaliation, weaponizing state power to keep him on a leash. It is the specific act of a woman being able to do this. And understand, in most other cultures, most other communities, women don't really haven't really had that kind of power over their men. Now, obviously, at the rise of feminism, this began to happen, and women were able to implement it. Black women actually used it in a fashion that went beyond the pale of protection, self-defense. It was something we experienced as men as something that was weaponized against us. Right. This is what I call blue leashing. Women will tell the man in question, "I am going to call the cops and tell them you hit me."
Yep.
not because he hit her, but because she's mad at him.
Yeah.
Blue leashing, which
Yeah, they do it. My mother used to do it to keep my father in control. The women in my family used to do it to keep their husbands in control. I've been threatened. Okay. When I was with my baby mama, okay, with about cops and other such institutions, okay, and the I, if anybody's been around gynocratic females, right, the first thing they'll tell each other, get that white man on him, okay. That's blue leashing, okay. That is blue leashing, using state power to control you, okay. It's one reason why they have babies by you, using state power to put you in check. Nope, it's not emotion. It's not emotional manipulation. Okay, no, this is physical state power. Okay, that she's using to keep you in check. That's not emotional. Okay, it's not emotional control. Shaming and sign language is emotional control. Okay. Now this one is about 20 minutes. This is a whole video about the actual act of blue leashing. I've been threatened also. Thank God babies weren't involved. Yep. I said my battle cry is be first to cry. That okay, the thing is that is fine, but you're not a white woman. You are not a white woman. Are the cops getting better at it because cops are getting tired, okay, of it? Yes, okay. But you not being a white woman, okay, your tears don't matter to them, okay? They're looking for a reason to arrest you, okay? The Nigerian women are finding that out is because uh, Western society see their men as black, so they get the same treatment as a black man. So the Nigerian women, they want to control their man, okay, and they found out from their American and their British sisters, okay, blue leashing is actually real. So what do? They got to the point where everything that man didn't do or something like that, they will call the police. To the point where police got tired. Hey, stop calling us for this little shit, okay? Stop calling us. Stop trying. We're not your attack dogs. Now they're blaming Jermaine for Travis. We'll do that one, okay? Jermaine ain't got nothing to do with Travis Kelce, okay? Jermaine ain't got shit to do with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is a very old story where that white man will use a black woman as a concubine. And then when it's time to actually procreate and get married, it's always going to be a white woman. That's not new. Okay, that's been going on. That's been going on since slavery. And I said, Natty Leo says a good 3.5 and some cheap liquor. You can clap them cheeks anywhere. Pookies know this. I cracked way too many modern women in parking lots, alleys, ways even marital bed, and I don't even smoke. Well, the thing is, that's what they're good for. Okay, what are Keisha's good for? Okay, and the thing is, okay, you were servicing them. Okay, they like that is because a lot of guys like that think you're getting over, right? No, dude, you putting yourself in danger, doing all kind of crazy stuff because she want the thrill. Okay, you should get paid because you being their hoe. She ain't doing it because she's so enamored with you. No, you getting her off. Did any of those women leave their man for you? Any of them women leave their man for you? If they didn't, then you're the hoe in the situation. Okay. The Max would tell you that you're unpaid hoe if you're doing that kind of shit. Okay, you're an unpaid hoe. Now, when I was younger, I refused to be a woman's unpaid hoe. I ain't doing that shit because you want a thrill. Okay, behind your man's back. Okay, I can get unregulated coochie anytime I want. I don't need yours. Okay, I don't need to take a risk because you married and you doing something behind his back because you want to feel excited. And what am I getting out of it? I'm taking all the risk, and all I'm getting is what? Vagina? Are you kidding me? Vagina? Are you kidding me? I said, I just observed blue leashing at work a couple of weeks ago. A male coworker was irritated at her boyfriend and said to us she would F him up and lie to the police, crying and claiming self. Yeah, yeah, yep. Very common. Okay, very common. Anyway, let me go ahead and play this example. This is a very good example that Doc put up. Okay, and shout out to Dr. T-San Johnson. Okay. Oh, it's the wrong one. Hold on. That's not the right one. Hold on. It's not. This is not it. That's Shikari. I want the other one. Okay. This is called when. And give Dr. T a like for this one. We'll go to his channel, give him a like, maybe even a cash app for coming up with this, because this is kind of academic stuff that we need. Okay. Minister Jap said all they want is good and cheap liquor. Yep. You're the hoe in the situation, man. Because if the situation was reversed, you'd have to pay. You're the hoe in the situation. That's why I don't care about dudes doing it, man. If that's what you want to do, okay, you want to bang other people's girlfriends and wives. The thing is, okay, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But the thing is, like the Max says, you be a decent hoe. Okay, be a decent hoe. Be true to the game. Make that chick gives you something. Okay. Anyway. This is when Blue Leashing backfires. She tried to get him locked up. Okay. Said Natty Leo said, I can't lie. I've hid underneath beds, hanging off balconies, running through complexes with nothing but drawers on. So yes, Master Teacher, you're right. I mean, you know what? You know what? I'm not, I don't judge men, okay, for doing that kind of shit. And a lot of guys think so would be you just a lame and a square. No, Negro, I was born. Like I said, I was born in the darkness. Okay, you adopted. I was born in the fucking darkness. I've been around them chicks, man. I've been around chicks asking me for pussy when I was for dick when I was in third grade. Okay, and then hitting on me when I didn't comply. Okay? I've been around this shit. I talked to Max and pimps and stuff like that. This is what they told me. Don't do that shit for free. Okay. I've been there where her man is knocking on a fucking door because she didn't tell me that she had a man. I've been there. Don't do that shit for free. That's just me. Okay. That's just my philosophy, because when dude said, well, I got 50 hoes. Ain't no, the only people that have 50 hoes is pimps and they getting paid. Okay. If you want to rack up a body count, if you dating one woman at a time to have fun, I ain't no problem with that. But you have a roster of 50 hoes, okay? What the fuck are they doing for you? What the fuck are they doing for you? Like that dude that paid $450 to take a chick out. Okay, if you want to do it as a flex because you can, I ain't got no problem with it. Okay. I don't do it for me as a working class dude. I don't spend that kind of money unless she's my girlfriend or she my wife. She don't deserve that kind of shit. I'm like that NBA basketball player, right? He said, why should I pay when I can fuck for free? I get this shit for free. Why am I paying you all this money to lay you up and flying you out? He said, I don't believe. I'm like him. I don't believe in that shit. I'm black pill. I don't believe in that shit. Anyway, let's get busy, okay? Before I go off the rails. Now notice that's a Keisha, right? That's a Keisha right off the bat. Booty shorts, pink hair, halter top. That's Keisha, right? Tattoos, right away. That's fucking Keisha, right?
I've been trying to get my vehicle all day from him. I followed him up here in this car. I followed her. I used her to follow me up here. He chased me down. I had to literally run around in circles trying to jump in my car. Okay. And they had weapons, and he ran right into that house. I don't know. I think he's still in there. I think everybody else in the house left, but I think he's still in there.
What happened?
He stole my vehicle.
Now she follows him to his house, okay, to his house, and confronts him, and then she ain't satisfied. Now she want to get him arrested.
He stole my vehicle.
So a parked here and he let you have it?
No, he stole. I followed him up here. I have a tracker on my car. He don't know I have a tracker on my car. So I followed him up here.
You follow him up here, okay? He don't know I have a tracker on my car, okay? That tells you he didn't steal your car.
Where were you guys jumped at? The car. We was over there on M2 at Millennium. I followed him up here. I jumped in the car, and he ran into the apartment. Then he came back out. When I tried to jump in my car from his car, he came back out, chased me around.
Was it just a disagreement? What happened? What started the whole?
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have the authority.
In other words, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter what the story is, okay? What I say is what I say it is, right?
To determine the reason why.
He stole my car. He jumped in the car and he stole the car.
So okay. Have you been in a dating?
And she's calling the Klan on him, right? And what she gonna ask her, okay?
Relationship with him?
No. That's why I say he's not my boyfriend. Y'all saying he's my boyfriend, he's not my boyfriend.
Okay, relax.
Okay.
I need to ask a couple of questions so I can know how to categorize this. Okay? Because sometimes it's a failure to return, sometimes it's a stolen vehicle,
I never
sometimes
gave him, no, he stole the vehicle, and I have the messages. My neighbor's a witness because my neighbor also was on the phone with him. I gave the neighbor his number. My neighbor was also on the phone with him trying to get him to return the vehicle. I told him.
And now you have his number, okay? He didn't steal your car. You're on the phone trying to get him to return the car, and your neighbor is involved, okay? If he stole the car, you'd have called the cops when he stole the car, okay? It's bullshit.
My neighbor was gonna call the police, and she said, "Don't call the police." He's had the vehicle since I don't even know how long.
So, how long haven't you had your vehicle?
Since this morning.
This morning, okay.
I also have his home address.
Does he have keys to the car?
No.
He also have his home address, okay? But we're not dating. I got his phone number, his home address, blah blah blah, but we're not dating.
How did he get in the car? Do you know?
He stole the keys and put them in his pocket. He ran to the car and he jumped in the car.
Okay, stop right there. How did he steal the keys? Like, how was he? Was he with you? Was he in a house with you? Like, did he steal them out of your pocket? Did he push you down?
He caught me and grabbed the keys out of my hand. He also
had an argument.
Yeah, he grabbed my phone. Yeah, he grabbed my phone.
What time was this about?
I could check.
Okay.
And we had an argument, okay? And he grabbed my phone and grabbed my keys, okay?
You ever let him use the car?
No. I have all messages telling him return my car.
Okay.
But in other words, return my car. He didn't steal your car.
It probably was about, I'm not even sure.
If you were to guess.
If I were to guess, 11, maybe like 11 this morning.
11, okay.
How do you know this guy?
We talk,
just casual.
Yeah.
We talk, okay? In other words, he's not a thief, okay? Hi, family. Happy Labor Day. Police need to start arresting people for making false statements. Okay. Oh, it's going to get better, MS Delta. Stay tuned, okay? It's going to get better.
Did he say anything specific? Like, I'm going to take your car? Or what was the deal? Like, why would he just take your car?
He took my phone and the keys. And he stole the keys. We were fighting. He took the phone. He took the keys.
We were fighting. See? Right there. They're saying we were fighting, okay?
Right, he threw the phone. I had to have my neighbor drive me to go look for the phone. He tried to throw the phone in the lake. I was able to retrieve my phone. This was earlier this morning. And I told him it's a track on the car. He didn't return my car. He never came back with the car. So I ended up calling her and we followed. She came up here and I seen him. So he parked the car on the other side. So we were running around. There's probably witnesses out there. We was running around trying to get in my car and he kept trying to chase me down. He also had another male in the vehicle that he went and picked up.
What's he look like? You have a picture of him?
The dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture of him.
She got pictures of him, right? But we don't date.
Yeah, he went and picked up another male in my vehicle. This is him right here. This is when he was chasing me. I think that's the weapon he was taking. But he used it to hit my car. You can see the dent on the side.
Let me see.
Yeah. And they all just come in the car.
Now already, she already been tagged as a Keisha, right? Because of what she's wearing, okay? Didn't have the decency to put on regular clothes, okay? This chick This chick seemed like she's a stripper or something, man. I don't know, man. She's a stripper. The pink hair, the booty shorts, the halter top, and you run around in broad daylight with that kind of outfit on. Okay, I think this chick's a worker. I think she's a diesel.
Right here.
So what did he hit that with?
I'm not sure. Whatever was in his hand.
Something that was in his hand. So he was taking it to see if he could look through it, I guess.
I don't know.
Okay. And so when he took your phone, he took your keys as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he left.
And he went straight to your car and took off?
Yeah. I actually didn't see him even jump in the car because I went looking for my phone. So by the time I came back up, the car was gone.
Because he threw the phone.
Exactly. So I used my neighbor's phone to call. And my neighbor's witness, so I used my neighbor's phone to call.
Who'd you call?
Him.
You were calling him off the phone.
Exactly.
Okay. And did he answer?
Yeah, and he helped me locate the phone, and then I kept telling him bring my car, and he would not bring the car.
Okay.
I kept telling him give my car back, I'm gonna call the police, and he would not give me the car back.
Okay. I'm just trying to follow your story
He didn't have permission to get my car on my phone. He stole both, and he jumped in the vehicle. I didn't see him even leave. I just have a tracker on the car, so by the time I looked, I seen him, and I followed him up here.
So when this originally happened, when he stole your car,
I said, shout out to Orlando PD. Everybody know you can call them and somebody getting cuffed. I heard that. But the thing is, there's two things, man. This is why you don't date. What you get when you date Keisha's. Okay, number one. Okay, everybody think Pookie is getting a prize when he date Keisha. No, he's not. Okay, he's not. He's not. Keisha gonna be Keisha. That's why she date Pookies. Okay, that's why you shouldn't date Keisha's like that. Is because you're gonna get the same woman that Pookie gets, and you're not equipped to handle her like he is.
how you didn't call the police at first?
No, because my neighbor convinced me not to because he's out on bond. So my neighbor was like, don't call.
Got it.
Or whatever. So
Okay.
I just
Man, she might be a regular hood chick, man, but she got a stripper vibe. I'm sorry, she got a stripper vibe.
listened to her, but then after a while I'm like, damn, you really got my car. Like you really not come back with this damn car. So I ended up following him up here, and then that's when he checked me down with not letting me get in the car.
Did he hit you at all?
He hit my car.
Did he hit you at all?
She ain't hit him.
Just your car.
He almost bust my own thing too.
In other words, he knew better than to hit her. Okay, he knew better than to hit her. It's because if he hit her, guess what would happen? He'd have been going to jail.
Yeah.
They literally all just. I wish I got the other tag number. I got one of the tag numbers, but I didn't get the other one because they backed in. This is one of them. I don't know if you can see 130 maybe.
Let me see.
I don't know. That's one of the cars.
Yeah, because you listen to rap songs and you listen to hip hop, and that basically that's one reason why women love hip hop and rap is because Keisha becomes a prize. Okay. Yeah, white Ben. I'm not. If she, I don't know, man. Y'all can, you guys know it because of where she is and what she does. But the thing is, she giving off stripper vibes to me.
It was a black car, right? It was a gray, yeah, like a gray Honda Accord. You didn't get the tag? No, I think the Honda Accord was like navy blue.
Navy blue. Do you know who's supposed to have that car? Whose car that was?
I'm not sure.
Was that like one of his friends or something like that?
Yeah. Do you remember which one he jumped in? You know he ain't had no shirt on.
Okay.
No, I think he's still in the house. I don't think he left. I think they all used that as a decoy to make it seem like he left, but I think he's in the house.
Well, they went to go check if they're there. So technically, it's the car's back, so I can't report it as stolen because it's.
You don't have to report it as stolen,
No,
but I
just want to tell you that.
It's okay because you guys were taking a long time. I literally had to fight for my car.
Okay, we're really busy today, so I apologize for the lack of response. Honestly, we've been all over the city since 5:30 this morning. Honestly, so I don't know what's with today, but it's been a really busy Wednesday.
The other Keisha's not dressed like her, right? Okay.
Did you want to make a report about that?
That's not right. I just literally had to get my own car back.
Okay.
And it's been about now.
I got you.
I didn't give him permission to sit there, ride around, pick up his phone, but do all that.
No, she ain't.
I know y'all not doing right.
You ain't gonna see no 87 octane, which working class girl with to talk to the police in booty shorts, halter top, and pink hair. Okay, 87 Keishas are not gonna come in front of the police with this kind of bullshit. Okay. Yeah, she 85 or diesel.
85 yesterday.
By her?
Yeah.
He didn't make a report though.
No, he just came out of the hospital.
Oh. So did you guys get into a fight yesterday too?
And she's saying, no, we didn't get into a fight. Okay. No good person in my broken Chinese, but shoe in. You're getting better, MS. You're getting better. Yeah, she's a classic 85. I think she's diesel, man. I just do.
I just told you he was fighting me for my phone, so he probably failed and hurt himself.
Yesterday or today?
I don't know today. It was today. I wasn't even around him yesterday.
You guys fight yesterday?
No, I was not around him yesterday. Okay. I literally was not around him at all yesterday.
This happened here, like the stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Donnie Mac, this is his video. This is Dr. T's video.
Or at your apartment.
Yeah, man, my apartment. He stole the car from my apartment. And I just told you I followed him in.
Okay. I just pulled up.
It's okay. That's why it's been taking so long, because I had to wait on somebody to come bring me up there.
And this is
By
that.
the time he came out, I don't have a picture of him jumping out. If I do jump out with somebody else, another next to look at the
Okay. You got your idea?
I mean, this is so common. Man, I can't tell you. This is so common in any hood, any black hood in America, right? So common. I don't care whether it's north or south. It's same shit. Okay, exact same shit.
You got your ID, so I could.
What's up, boss man?
That's why with Sha'Carri Richardson, right? Even though she's from Dallas, from the South, right? Exact same shit. Exact same shit. Okay.
Can we talk to you for a second? We got it.
I'm talking to them right now.
We're trying to square it away.
Yeah, I'm with him right now. All right, appreciate it. Bro, first, it started in the morning. First, we woke up. She went through my phone, you know. She seen another.
She went through his phone. Okay. She woke up. She went through his phone. Okay. She went through his phone. She went through Pookie's phone. Okay.
Yeah, on my phone. She was going crazy. You know how that shit goes. She going crazy.
Y'all dating?
So we were there. So we was back and forth, you know. I broke her little bed. I didn't break her bed. I fell on her bed and the headboard broke. Okay. You know, then I had grabbed her phone. She wanted her phone, but I didn't get her phone until everything, you know, escalated down, you know. I got you. Boom. So I'm trying to give her phone. She hit me in the cross the head with a vase. I get stitches.
See?
Oh, so I didn't call you guys though. I kept it like, you know, I'm gonna keep it clear. I'm gonna keep it between.
Remember when Sha'Carri Richardson and her boyfriend didn't want to report her, didn't want to go to the cops, didn't want her to get in trouble? It's the same shit, man. Because we're socialized to take this kind of abuse. Okay, we're socialized to take it. She hit him in the head. He had to go to the hospital for stitches, but he didn't call the cops on her. Because we're socialized to take this shit.
Yeah, it's the paperwork. It just happened. Like, literally. I just left the hospital, literally. But I'm trying to keep it clear. Where did this happen at? Where this happened? What? She hit me at her house. Right there on Conroy. She said it was the M2? Right there by the mall, yeah. So, boom. I ain't call you guys because I'm just chilling. I ain't, you feel me? I'm going to take it like a man, you know? We always go through
we take it like, I'm going to take it like a man, right? Okay, a man's job is to take her emotional labor and an emotional abuse, right, from a black female, no matter what, right? That's the life of a Pookie. Okay, that's why she picked him. Okay, so she can do shit like that because she's frustrated. She goes through this phone looking for something to get upset about, looking for something to fight about.
We always go through this and we be back together the next day. You know what I'm saying? So
we always go through this and be back together the next day, right? It's an everyday thing in the ghetto, okay?
It wasn't no problem just calling you guys because this shit won't happen. We're gonna be together again tomorrow. You know?
You wanna go with Tiff?
We're gonna be together tomorrow, you feel me? So boom. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't calling you guys, bro. I went to the hospital and came back, got stitches and stuff. So I told her meet me. I told her meet me over here because I don't want to, I don't want to be in the car with you and shit escalate. Then we have to,
Yeah. In other words, basically, come get the car, and so I don't have to. We don't have to get into it no more because I already hit me in the head with a vase. I don't want to go through that shit right now. Okay.
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. We in the car together.
She was in the car with you.
When what?
She was in the car with you.
When what?
When what you're talking about?
No.
Yeah, no, big trick because you only cosplay being Pookie. You're not a Pookie, okay? You're a military brat, okay? So naturally, you're not gonna take it because you're not a Pookie.
I had left the hospital and I told her meet me here because I don't want to come.
She let you use her car at that time.
Yes, I had her car this time. I had to leave because I was the shirt in the house, but my shirt was bloody. Everything I had to throw it away.
Argument. She hit you in the head with the vase.
With a vase.
You left in her car.
Yeah, I just left for her car. I didn't. She told me I stole her car. I had to go. I had to leave. My fucking air was leaking. It was leaking on the floor.
She's let you use it before.
Yeah, she let me use it before. It's not the first time, bro. I done dropped her off and came here
and
waited for her to call me. Wait for her to call me to tell me.
And that's the life of that's baby boy, right? Okay. She used the car. She used sex. She used her money to control him. Okay. He's a Pookie. He's a homosexual. Okay, for the most part. Okay. And that's the life of Pookies. That's the life of a homosexual, right? He's there for emotional support.
Come get her.
We're understanding.
She's talking about I stole her car. How I steal your car?
How long have you guys been dating?
For like 3 years now.
3 years.
How did I steal your car though? Like I had to go for help. I didn't want to call the police. I didn't want to call the ER. So I went straight to the ER, Okay. Then when I'm in the ER the whole time, she blowing me up, talking about the police gonna come get you. You just hit me with a vase. Why do the police gotta come to me if you just?
I wouldn't be surprised if where he is another woman's apartment. I wouldn't be shocked. Okay. Hopefully that's his, but I wouldn't be shocked if that's another woman's apartment.
Hit me with a vase. Like let's be real. I ain't go police on you. I'm chilling. I'm taking it like a man.
Who'd you pick up?
What did I pick up? I picked up my homeboy, so he can see that evidence, But he left. He just left.
You didn't take any video of it or anything?
Video?
Yeah.
Video of what?
Of the whole thing. That happened.
No, I ain't taking video. But you can call the hospital people. I just left. Like literally, I left like an hour ago.
But you guys don't do one thing, so I got to do it from here.
But we can't. It's not stolen. It might have been stolen during that whole little debauchery, but what he's saying is that you have given him permission in the past.
I haven't though. I'm telling you guys, I've never given. He's never ever driven my car. Ever? No.
And the police can tell that she's lying. Okay, police can tell that she's lying. Water Seekers on level, and they look like to get. They do. I'm not saying that they're not. Okay, that's what I said about dating Keisha's. Right. Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of these women are Keishas. Okay, this is what they like. Even Keishas with PhDs are like this, man. Sending their men to jail and calling police on their men. Okay. I mean, if Doc wants to tell the story, he can tell you the story of PhD women that are professors at colleges, man, marrying Pookies, okay, or former Pookies, so they can actually call the cops on them, keep them under control. Okay, blue leashing is not a class argument. Okay, I wish it wasn't. Mr. Tobe, appreciate you for his taco tax. Heard that? I wish it was. Okay. Maybe ask Dr. T that you do blue leashing at the 92 level, okay? He used to give me whole rundowns on it. I've seen it myself, so.
Never driven my car.
Okay.
He's never driven the car.
Okay. So I'm just saying what he's saying. He's saying he has driven.
Blue leash, you got to hit the replay. We explained what blue leashing was. Hit the replay.
We literally fought. He stole my phone, and I have my neighbors as a witness.
Okay. So what?
And he still damaged my vehicle, so something got to give.
I understand.
He don't want my car back there.
Yeah. So, how long you have been seeing him?
No.
Like 3 years? I'll be honest. Listen, I already got the scoop, so you might as well be honest with me.
I don't think it's been 3 years. We don't date, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
But if you've been like sleeping together, it's considered a dating violence thing.
Oh.
So
she lying her ass off, right? Right. Basically, she's trying to make it seem like she just met him and she didn't.
He lived right
You've been
here.
sleeping together, obviously.
No, ma'am.
Okay, why is he telling a whole nother story then?
Because he's a liar.
Well, who's the liar? Is it you or him? I'm asking.
We sleep together occasionally, like
I know. See, now we sleep together occasionally. Okay. Before we never slept together. We don't date. He just stole my car. Now she backtracking. Okay.
You're just seeing someone casually, but we don't. It's not like we live together.
I didn't ask if you live together. Okay, I just asked how long have you been. When's the last time you were intimate with him?
I wouldn't even remember. It just wasn't recent.
Like a week?
Probably. Yeah, I don't.
You said a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, who lives here?
Yeah.
They live together.
She's lying.
They live together.
He said they live together. See, they live together. And I think that's his homeboy's place. Okay, but they live together. This is the cop guy. They live together.
This.
You don't have y'all can pull in my car. You don't have nothing that belongs to him in my car.
How long has he been staying there, though?
You don't stay there, man.
How long has he been? Has he been staying there for a couple of weeks?
No, we have not. If you come to my apartment, he doesn't have nothing. He probably has the shirt that he had on when he left, because he's literally shirtless.
How long y'all been
But he
together?
don't have. We've been on and off. She said about 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, now it's lying.
She said that's what she said. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you. How long have y'all been together?
I'm not sure, sir. Probably like a year and a half, 2, on and off.
So it's on and off relationship?
It's not a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, Al. You're a musician. You know how it go. Okay.
What do you want to call it?
It's just casual. Sometimes we leak up once every other week or something. It's not like we. No.
This bullshit.
No.
Did you let him took over yesterday?
Last night,
You let him borrow the car.
I did not let him. So you think I'm a
Can
cop?
you let me ask you a question before I interrupt you?
I didn't let him borrow me.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
During the course of you guys on and off, have you ever let him borrow the car before?
No, sir.
Pick you up, take you somewhere,
No,
drop
sir.
you off?
No, sir. I just got this vehicle 30 like a month ago. He's never driven my car ever. This is the first time that he's been in my car. That's because he took the key.
I said, no offense, but the first gen college student black women and first gen college graduate black women are the worst. They date black men off campus, but when they call the law, campus police are only profile black men. Yeah, okay, that's why. That's the thing. Okay, no matter what class you are, okay, they're looking to arrest you. Okay, he is the white man's agent, right? Yeah. There's 2 attack dogs, right? One, the white one is the cops and the law. The black ones are the family, right? That her brother, her cousin, her whatever will come and actually attack you because she's unhappy. I can't tell you how many times I was threatened by a woman saying she gonna get her brother or get her ex-boyfriend or get cousin something to come whip my ass. Okay. That my daddy got a gun and he gonna come looking for you. Okay, can't tell you how many times that happens. Okay, but that's called pit bullying, right? That's what Dr. T calls pit bullying.
He's never driven my car. Never.
Okay. Has he driven your other vehicle?
No, man.
Okay.
I don't know what he out there telling y'all, but he's never. I have messages right here of me telling him bring my car back. I'm gonna call the police.
Right.
It's not nothing. I'm not gonna lie about that. The messages right here. I said the police on the way. He said he's gonna have his sister beat me up. I'm literally telling him, where's my car? Literally, I said, bruh, bring my car. How long? Should have made a report. How long?
So let me ask you this.
I said, you going
how
to
did he
jail.
get the keys?
I was trying to follow him to his other location. It showed another location. I said, bruh, if you leave that parking lot, you're going to jail. Because I was trying to go there.
To your car?
Because we was fighting. And he snatched the keys and my phone. I just told you.
That we were fighting, right? Okay. She admitted they were fighting.
Threw my phone. He didn't throw the keys. I thought he threw the keys too.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to go look for them, he had left. When I went back, the car was gone.
Why were you guys arguing?
Somebody caught my phone.
Somebody called your phone?
Yes.
Why would you be upset? Somebody called your phone if you guys were.
That's you want to do that. I don't know.
Do you look through his phone?
No.
Never?
No. I don't even know the passcode to his phone.
So somebody called your phone and y'all started arguing?
Yes, because he wanted to know who caught my phone. I don't know what he out there telling y'all, but like I said, he stole a car and I literally just got the car back. I was literally running around there. I have pictures where he was chasing.
Oh no, I believe you that happened. I'm not denying that. But it's also it's back right now, so I can't report it as stolen if it's back right now.
Okay, so you can't get her for hitting my vehicle. I just told you I have a picture and everything.
What was this whole chase?
For doing that, yeah.
He
That's
pulled
another
up over
story.
there. He pulled up on the other side. Like I said, I had her follow me. Every time I tried to get my vehicle, he chased me. He had somebody else in the car with him as well. Every time I tried to get in the vehicle, he was chasing me with whatever was
Like
in his
he was driving off?
Yeah, driving off, chasing me, get out and run after me. Every time I come, trying to jump in the car.
Driving off in your car?
That's a stolen vehicle. You think somebody that you let borrow your car is going to do all that when you try to get it back?
You'd be surprised, but I understand where you're
If it's
coming from.
borrowed and he's at his location, why would he do all that?
I'm not.
Get my vehicle.
I understand. Per statute, this is no longer stolen, though. So it's back right now. So it's no longer. I can't report it as stolen. I understand that.
When the police was coming, when he heard me on the phone, you guys, he literally jumped out and ran into the apartment.
Okay. Okay.
Literally,
So
that's what happened.
When you called the police on him, okay, he jumped out the car and ran to the apartment.
I'm on the phone with them. I said I'm on the phone with the police. That's when he jumped out and ran.
Yeah.
So the whole time I
already
was
had
on
your
the phone,
car.
it was stolen regardless.
So this whole thing started with y'all, where you live at, where you stay at.
Yes.
And then ended up here.
Yes.
And he's got people here that he stay with.
I guess so, yeah. And they all left when I told them the police on the way. Everybody skedaddled. That's what happened.
What happened to it here?
I just told you he was trying to fight me. He probably slipped and fell on something. If
Oh.
you see my house,
He probably slipped and fell on something. Now you got to explain the injury that he has.
house is trash. She literally was fighting me all up into the house. I would have made a report at the house, but I wanted to do my vehicle back because he's known for doing all kind of crazy stuff. So I wanted my car.
you didn't hit him at all with anything?
No, I'm not here.
So these are questions I have to ask because you two are telling opposite
I'm sorry,
stories.
'cause I'm really upset.
I understand that, and I apologize that you are.
Fight me. I didn't even know something was
Right. So you two are telling literally the polar opposite stories. Okay. He's telling one thing, you're saying another. So it's my
Okay.
job now to figure out who's telling the truth.
Why he didn't call the police?
He went to the hospital.
Okay, what did he tell the people at the hospital?
He said he wasn't gonna call the police.
Okay, I'm gonna call the police by my vehicle. If I hit him in the ear, that was his right
Yes.
to call the police if that's what happened.
If I hit him in the ear, he should have called the police.
Now he's coming and telling you guys.
See now, in other words, he should have called. Okay, if I was riding toward him, he had the right to call. He should have called, but he didn't.
You're just on, I mean, whatever you do is on you. But if that had happened, I'm sure he would have called.
So we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm the one making the report about my vehicle that I just
Right.
had to-
And now, right. And now there's two separate reports going on here. So that's what we're investigating.
Okay, well I didn't hit him, so I don't care. I don't know what to tell you guys, but if that's what you're gonna take from him, that's cool. But he the one that just fought me from my phone, do all that. He probably fell and hit himself, literally, because when I said we was fighting about the phone, he threw my phone.
He probably fell and hit himself. See.
I thought he threw the keys. I went to go look for the phone, and when I came back, the car was gone. And like I said, I have my neighbor as a witness. So
Is your neighbor able to come here?
I don't know, sir. Like I said, by the time he threw the phone, I went out there to go look for the phone.
Yeah, they went out and go look for the phone. Okay, but you called him and he told you where the phone was. Okay, because you said in previous you called him and he told you exactly where to go find your phone. Okay.
So if we go to your apartment, we ain't gonna see no broken base.
No, you're not. We can go right now. I'm not lying about that. We can go right now. If y'all want to follow me to the apartment, y'all can see everything he brought. There's no broken base. There's nothing.
There's supposedly a base that got thrown at him.
Let's go.
Here.
Okay, so if we go to my apartment and there's no broken base, nothing like that, or nothing in the car, nothing, you guys need to take him to jail for stealing my car. Like I said, there's nothing.
You need to take him to jail for stealing my car. She's telling you the car is not stolen because you're sitting in it.
I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I don't have no reason to do all that.
All right. When was there somebody call for me?
I'm gonna go to jail. I didn't hit him though.
Relax.
But I didn't hit him though.
Okay.
I didn't hit him or nothing, man. He probably fell, but I didn't hit him or nothing.
You can tell by the way she's getting cuffed. This ain't her first time.
Listen, his wounds are consistent with everything he told me and nothing of
He
what
probably
you said.
felt we were fighting.
I said we were fighting. Okay, we were fighting. Okay, she admits we were fighting. Okay.
But we were fighting, man.
Just go inside, man.
No, great.
Relax your hands. Let me make sure these aren't tight on you, okay?
You a green bitch. That's all I'm saying. Cause I I did not hit you.
Stop walking. Are you in charge or am I?
See?
I'm sorry, but I did not hit that.
Notice the stuff where she said that he's a liar. Doesn't that sound like Sha'Carri Richardson, where it said he's a liar? Okay, remember that? You know how often they say the exact same thing, right? I wonder if the same thing was going on during slavery. If a young buck wasn't acting right, he should go straight to massa. I love Brazilian. Okay, you know what? A lot of black men, but black husbands got hung is because the black mistress of that Klansman went to her affair partner, AP, her Klansman massa, and say that Willie wasn't acting right, and Willie would actually go address him, and Willie will wind up getting hung. Okay. A lot of that happened, okay? A lot of that happened a lot where they would actually beat him up or attack him or even kill him sometimes, right? Because he would get out of line, okay? They would start fighting. He might put hands on her, and she go to her secret Klansman sugar daddy, right? And they would go and address him. So it's not that's they've been doing this for a long time. Referencing Empire Strikes Back, law enforcement are Keisha's stormtroopers outside of the law. She gets the males in her life, real life bounty hunters. Yes, they do. Okay, that's another one. It's called what is it called? Pit bullying, as Dr. T calls it. She's a Sha'Carri model. Yeah, Sha'Carri's a hood rat. Okay.
Okay.
You could listen.
So how y'all taking me to jail? Y'all don't even have no phone.
You see, in other words, how y'all taking me to jail? Okay. Sha'Carri Richardson said the same thing. He's a man. How y'all taking me to jail, right?
I didn't hit him.
Okay. His injuries are
He probably
consistent.
fell though.
That's
If you
fine.
see my apartment, how bad we were fighting, he probably hit himself.
Okay.
He probably hit himself. Okay.
No, to me because I literally called him and said, "Bro, you stole my car. You're going to jail. I'm still in my car." Wow, that's crazy.
I gotta adjust these. Your wrists are way too small.
I have a client that has been experiencing homelessness.
They're in the center console.
Hours this morning.
That's crazy.
Suicidal ideation.
Do you have anything you want to bring with you? Your phone or anything? Okay, I got you. Relax.
But how y'all gonna take me to car? I didn't even hit me here. I called her because he stole my car. That's so up, bro. And you could literally ask my neighbor. I never hit him. He told my neighbor. Can I call my neighbor so y'all can see? Come on. He told my neighbor he fell. Then he texted me that.
He told the neighbor he fell. Right. Okay. 85 lifetime. He probably did what I would do in this situation. The thing he knew, if he put his hands on her, that he would go to jail, right? So what did he do? He took her car to go to the hospital, okay? Which is a smart move on his part, okay? Where can I dude, go? You got to do your own research, okay? You got to do your own research. You can find it.
He just stood up and.
But he told can I call my neighbor at least so y'all can see?
All right, now.
Because he called my neighbor and literally said, with the neighbor, my ear split.
If she reported the car stolen, and that could be contraband in the stolen car, she automatically gives them permission to search her car, okay? It becomes a crime scene. Anything becomes a crime scene, they can search, okay? Charles can tell you that. They are allowed to search your car. Once it becomes a crime scene, they can search it. Yes, all of it.
Because we were fighting, I fell. Or whatever the hell happened to him. He literally talked to my neighbor and said that.
Let's move this now.
That's so funny. Yeah, I
Watch your
didn't
foot.
do shit to him. I ain't do nothing to him though.
You want the windows cracked?
Look at them boobies. Yeah, she a stripper, man. Look at them boobies.
But damn, I didn't hit him.
You want the windows cracked?
Ma'am, I never hit him. We could go to my house right now. It's no broken nothing.
Okay.
You've been lying this whole time, okay? So the blue leashing, the act of a black woman calling law enforcement on a black man, not primarily out of fear or danger, but as a means of control, discipline, or retaliation, weaponizing state power to keep him on a leash. That is called blue leashing. Okay. Shout out to Dr. T. Okay. The video is when blue leashing, uh, uh, when blue leashing blackfires. She tried to get him locked up, but then, okay. That's called blue leashing, okay? This goes right along with what we saw with Sha'Carri Richardson, right? She said he's the man in the situation. You're supposed to arrest him, okay? And the same thing happened. He tried to defend her. He tried not to call the police because he didn't want to get in trouble. He didn't want her to get in trouble. Guess what she did? She had no problem with calling the police on him. None. Because she's mad. Because she's mad. Anyhow, last questions, and then we out of here. Man-Made Media, hit the link, okay? Hit the link. Man-Made Media, hit the link. He probably will be commenting on this. Why men are not dating these modern women, okay? Financial ships. She probably hit himself. She probably hit himself. She hit him with the vase, as he said. They had woke up. She woke up first. She went through his phone and found out there was other females. Okay, that's probably why they live together, which is very common. Okay, amongst pookies, right? They have to have more than one female, because if that one kicks him out, he has to have someplace else to go. So even if the car is a stolen car, you can inventory all items in it. Yeah, it's a crime scene. Dr. Marifa says, salute from the land of the dragon. Oh, that's where you are. Okay, cool. That's normal dress wear in Florida. Even the white girls dress this way. Okay. Man, there's something about her that she got a stripper vibe. Okay. She got a stripper vibe. There's something about her that tell me she a diesel. You can't steal something if you gave people permission to use it. Yeah, but she had to, that's why she had to lie about it. I never gave them permission that she use it, okay? And they didn't believe her. Thank God the cops didn't believe her, okay? Otherwise, he going to jail. She's a certified hoochie. Yeah, she is. Oh, send me a page on there. Okay. Oh yeah, man. I'm from the hood, man. I'm from the hood. Shit happens all the time. Okay. I don't understand how they don't know after a certain point a person doesn't have to press charges, but the state still has to hesitate. Well, the thing is that comes from O.J. Simpson in '93. Okay, where the state can act on its own about domestic violence. Okay, that's the Violence Against Women Act. Okay, that's part of it, because a lot of times the white woman would not press charges against her husband, so the state took over. So that's been for the last 30 years. That's been the law of the land. If I'm wrong, we have Dr. L. This is morning meditation. Hey, Dr. Marifa, check into the increase of child support claims in your homeland. Okay, very interesting. All right, because this sounds like Black America 30 years ago. Anyhow, Alexis play. I'm in love with a stripper. I can't. I don't know what it is about that chick and the way she's dressed and how she acts. She got a stripper vibe to me. Okay. Now, could she be, because her homegirl wasn't dressed like that. Now, her neighbor homegirl, okay, she wasn't dressed like that. Why would you throw that on and go chase your boyfriend and call the cops while you dress like that? Triple vibe to me. What year was the word? Incel was actually, I think it was 2005. It was actually a female that came up with the word. It was incel is short for involuntarily celibate. And that was a female that said that. Okay, involuntary celibate for people that cannot socially adapt to the opposite sex. That's involuntarily celibate. That was actually a female actually came up with the term, right? And then what we call your true forced loneliness people actually adopted it because it sounded cool and shortened it to incel. So incel as a term, as a male term, was 2000. I want to say 18 or so. It's not that old, maybe even less. I think it's about 2018. Yeah, I think she's used to being getting arrested. Yeah, that's why she got a diesel vibe to me. Anyway, I mean I can't swear by because I don't know her. It's Thurman versus the city of Torrington, Connecticut. This case changed all law enforcement acts of domestic violence. See, Dr. L is well. The thing is, involuntarily celibate is the term, right? Okay, and then it was actually created by a female. Okay, and then the males adopted it in like 2018. Involuntary celibate, yeah. It was actually female, and then the males adopted that shit because never heard the term incel until 2018, 2017, 2018. Okay, that's when all the so-called true forced loneliness people, awkward people started adopting it, and then the men who are actually MGTOWs, which are not incels, okay, involuntary celibate, started adopting it too, as guys that didn't want to date. So incel has become expanded to a whole different definition that it doesn't belong to. Anyhow, uh, T really look it up. And voluntarily being the keyword. And there's a very small minority of people that are like that. Okay. Was it forget the guy's name that in California that shot up all those people. Just like the trans person, right? Okay, he would be an incel because he's psychologically screwed up. He can't be with anybody. He would be an incel. That is the true definition of an incel. Okay, and people like that are so socially rigid and awkward that they cannot connect with a human being. Those are actually the true incels, and there's not that many of those. Yeah, I mean, she just. I'm not saying that she is a working girl. That trans man who shut up the church is he's involuntarily celibate. Yeah, it's an incel. An incel can be male or female. All incels are not males. Okay, incels can be male or female. The original incels, as it was defined, was actually females. Yeah, you know what? There. In fact, I might do that one tomorrow because um, there's actually a video about Chinese men refusing to pay for these high dollar dates and actually skipping out on the date. Okay. Well, no, before femcells. No, the original term incel was actually there to describe females and not males. Anyway, let me get out of here because we ain't talking about. I don't know. Basically, okay, he was trans and he thought he wanted to be a girl, And then when he got to be 18, 19 years old, he wanted to change back and yada, yada, yada. He just all screwed up, man. He didn't want to be trans. No, he didn't want to be a female anymore. So all screwed up. Anyway, let me get out of here, y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. Got almost 500 people watching. Hit the like button for me, man. Help me keep on the air because YouTube is constantly on my ass. Okay, and the likes actually help keep them off my ass. Okay, because trust and believe, like they do weird shit. Like I did a video live on culture, right, which is pretty vanilla, right? There's no nothing offensive, no cussing, nothing like that, right? And they will actually basically not monetize it. Said, and this is it's almost like a college lecture, but they wouldn't monetize it for whatever reason, right? But something like this, they'll monetize it all day. So YouTube does weird shit like that. Okay, so they take subs, they do all kind of crap, man. So likes do help. So please hit like the video, right? So I can keep this up since y'all don't want me. Oh, you're late. Doc, you want to come up for a second if you got your headphones on and explain blue leashing since you're here, since it's your concept? You can say yes or no. If you can't, man, it's okay. I'll end it out. But if you want to come up and talk about it for a couple of minutes, you can. If not, it's okay. Because I have a funny feeling Doc is going to have a whole new series about blue leashing, man. Blue leashing and pit bullying, okay? Where they actually stick the male members of the family on you. It's up to him. If he wants to, he can. Like he just need to let me know if he wants to come up. If he doesn't, because he's busy. Brother's busy. In fact, Terrain Walker is doing a series, a Black Male Studies series, and Doc needs to call Terrain and get on that. Okay, I'll drop the link for you. No problem. If you want to come up and explain it, it's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. I said, you need to move the fan base. I don't even know about it. Okay, I don't even know about fan base. Yeah, it's more academic, and I think Doc needs to investigate it. Because if you get Tommy Curry to do it, then Doc and Dr. Neal and even Dr. Gigi should be on it too. The series by T. Walker has been for yep. I got blue leashed at 19 in college. I told my mom, and she laughed her ass off like she was waiting for the moment. I've always avoided it because I always threatened that if she ever did it once, it'd be the end of our relationship. So they never did it. They threatened it, but they're threatened, but they've never done it. Fan base Isaac Hayes 3 new platform. Okay, he's working. Okay, he's got a corporate job and he works a lot of hours. Yo, what up, Doc? Can you hear me? Well, you got to get the replay, man. We just going over some concepts, okay, about the new term that Doc came up with called blue leashing. Can you hear me, Doc? I can't hear you. PhD tax, appreciate you. I gave my ex-wife the phone and told her to call the PO. Yeah. my thing is, I got that straight, man. I don't, I've seen that game played by my the females in my family. I wasn't playing that game. Okay, when I'm one, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. There's two things you can't do. Okay. One, the first thing you can't do is put your hands on me. That's an automatic violation. That's automatic termination of the relationship. That's number one. Number two, you can't call the police. Do that once, that's it. Those are instant deal breakers. I mean, instant deal breakers. I do mean instant deal breakers. If you do that, toss my number, forget that you know me. Those are instant deal breakers. I said that out from the very beginning. Leashing and Pitbull's fear. Yeah, be just go ahead and crank that 24-hour passport. Okay. What up, Doc? You there?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Got you. I got you. You had to go to the regular, huh?
Yeah, well, no, I'm using multiple devices. I'm not in my office, but
Okay.
I'm sorry I missed this, man. I walked in and you were closing out. I said, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I saw because I saw the video, right, that you put up, okay, and I said, and it goes right along with Sha'Carri Richardson, right? Almost textbook, the same shit, okay, almost
Yeah.
textbook.
Well, and I know you could tell stories going back to your grandfather about this kind of
Oh,
thing.
hell yes, yeah.
It just blows me away. We've never really outlined it, but we've been seeing this for generations.
Yeah.
This is nothing new.
Yeah, my aunt used to tell me the story about my father when I was little, right? Where she got an argument with he had got an argument with my mother, right? And my aunt hit him upside the head with a Coke bottle, right? And busted his head, right? And he fell out. And when he came to, he cleaned up the glass and wiped up the blood.
See, no, I mean, I remember last year, I think it was in Britain. The police were asking Nigerian women, I think it was.
Yes.
Stop calling the police on their
Yeah,
husbands. I mean, it's
yes.
the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. They're doing that in America too, Canada and America. Same
see
shit.
That? Yeah. So when they elevate women in terms of access, this is part of what you and I've been talking about for years as the foundation of the gynocracy.
Yes.
I was listening to Medium Man a few months ago, and he was, he doesn't subscribe to the notion of gynocracy, but he talks about, income and whatnot. And what I try to tell people is it's not just about income. It's also about access. So, that's part of the issue with the gynocracy. They've had access really since slavery.
Yes.
To society in a way black men never have. And even though it doesn't sound like much to some people, this is huge when you're talking about a small community with relatively a little amount of power. This kind of access, even the just the general notion of chivalry in and of itself provides a certain access for women to be believed, to be more readily believed, to be more readily taken at face value. Women have enjoyed those types of resources for generations as well. And even though they were targeted at white women, black women have been able to tip in and use some of that to their benefit. So
and black men are trained not to call, okay?
Exactly.
Take the abuse and I don't want no trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll whether I'm injured or whatnot, I'll go to the hospital, get stitched up, and I don't want no trouble. What did he say? He said, I took it like a man. I don't want to call you guys. I just went to the hospital and got stitched up, and I just wanted to go back because we're actually going to be back together tomorrow. It's normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that goes for new policies and new forms of access. People don't remember in the 60s, late 60s and 70s when abuse, domestic abuse became an issue.
Yes.
That was new. Women actually had to be trained to see themselves as abused.
Yes.
Much of the time when especially the shelters first started, a lot of those women that ran those shelters could tell you that the abuse was bidirectional.
Yes.
The women were just as abusive as the men. So
that's what Ellen Pence found out when she opened up the shelters, right? She found out the women are just as violent as the men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the women kind of coached into, this kind of performance of female victimization. they didn't know it. See, now, especially with Me Too, we're all familiar with female victimization, but at the time they had to be coached into it. And in as much as they were being coached to be victims, men were told that we couldn't experience abuse because
Right.
abuse only went from men to women.
Yeah, it's
So
one way.
so when you start talking about blue leashing in terms of being able to use the authorities, on black men at their whim, this was something that we just took as an everyday reality because we were already used to access that she had that we didn't.
Right.
So
right.
even when new things come about, we're used to it, even when it's new.
Yeah. Even back before the police, right down south, they would call the white man on you. She would go down and get the white boss and get you in check.
I show a documentary in my classes, and they talk about how even when the Black Panthers came out, black women would use the Black Panthers against their boyfriends. Now, sometimes it was legitimate, but a lot of the time they were doing it just because they could and they knew they'd be believed.
Yeah.
And so they would, the Panthers would threaten their boyfriends. And again,
warring a bit,
responding to whatever she says, but we're ignoring the fact that these women are human beings with the capability to lie like anybody else.
Yeah. Well, you call that what we call that pit bullying, right? Where they use black men or family members or associates to get the men in check. I think
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pit bullying. I mean, again, you and I go back years showing video clips of women, attacking men. I tell people all the time, pit bullying, we all experienced it. I mean, the first time you heard a girl in elementary school say she was going to go get her brothers on you.
Yeah.
I mean, now if she got beat up and hurt by somebody, then that's legitimate and it's understandable.
Yeah.
But how many times did you notice even little girls doing it just because they could?
I used to happen to me all the time is because they liked me and I didn't respond. So she gonna make up something and get somebody to hurt me. So I'd be forced to date her.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are the kind. So we got used to it then. And by the time you get a little bit older, they start to what did oh goodness, what did the brother say? They get used to wielding the rolling pin.
Oh yeah. There was
James
Jones said that.
Yeah, they get used to so it becomes a feature, but then it can graduate easily to the police. And the reason I showed that video is because she did all of the tactics except for cry. She didn't really try that one. Usually they try crying or even just the appearance of crying with no tears, but they're so used to being able to just push a button and get a response. We're starting to see more of that failing.
Yes.
And women are not prepared for it. All the buttons don't work the way they used to.
Yeah. The code when they speak the language for the Winter Soldier to emerge doesn't work.
But I don't think those abilities are being taken from white women though. I think white women still possess that capability, but I sure am seeing black women starting to notice that those buttons aren't working the same.
It's because the buttons were overused. I think cops are getting tired of the black women actually overusing it, and Karen is starting to fail with Karen too. Okay, not to the same extent.
I'm missing some of what you said. I didn't hear part of it. I think it was my computer.
It could be. I said I think it was actually overused, just like the Nigerian women doing it. It's overused, and cops are getting tired of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But this is vitally important, and it has been again for generations because these are the kind of things we have to grapple with. And so, sometimes I end up in debates with brothers that are, like, look, we got to fix the community. We got to focus on white supremacy. And I'm saying it's real difficult to deal with that when you got to deal with the woman laying next to you first.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We the reason I talk about the gynocracy the way I do is not because I'm ignoring other things that we grapple with. It's because I'm including something that most others want to pretend doesn't happen. That's the only difference. It's not that I don't believe there are other issues that black men face, but when you got to face the woman laying next to you, you can't pretend it doesn't happen when she's happy to send the police or the courts
Yeah,
to your door just because she can.
because she can. It was something with about. I just saw somebody sent me something about with Brittany Renner going after PJ Washington. Okay,
Mm,
and trying to start a fight with his girlfriend.
wow.
And so, and these are not what he called low level people. These
Right.
rich people
So if it's happening with them, what's happening on the low level?
on a low level. Yeah,
No, this
Brittany. Yeah, go ahead.
absolutely. And by the way, I include family court in blue leashing as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's had, you know, going through a divorce or has a baby mama that's falsely accused them of molestation in
Mm-hmm.
order to get custody, or
Mm-hmm.
false accusations of abuse. And at this point, you got their lawyers telling them to do this. So it's not
Yes.
even just something that they initiate,
Yeah.
but putting the courts and judges on you, as well as the police, all of that, you know, when you're talking about any type of law enforcement, to me, I consider a form of blue leashing.
Yeah. Yeah. And black men are always presumed guilty.
Absolutely. And they're riding on that,
Yeah.
knowing that, you
Yeah.
know, that's what made the Shakari Richardson thing so frustrating, because she knows the legacy of
Yes.
black men in the police, and she willingly did it. She claimed that he had abused her.
Right.
She
Yeah.
claimed she had video, and we all know if she had all of that, she would have definitely used it.
Yeah.
But she was willing to do it just because she was upset at him.
Yes. And he got mad because he's the man of the situation. Why are you arresting me? And this girl said exactly the same thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Almost word for word.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
lying. You're a liar. He's a liar. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the emasculation starts. We noticed it in the video I posted and with Shakari.
Yeah.
He's not a man. He's a
Yeah.
coward.
Coward. Yep.
You know, all of those kind of things come into play. And it is a form of emasculation from jump. It's just when it stops working, they don't know where to go with that.
Yeah. And he notice how humble he was. Like, hey man, I'm not trying to go to jail today. Okay.
Yeah.
Just listen to what I got. Even if you had to arrest me, just listen to what I gotta say. He's showing all the proof and the paperwork and stuff like that. Hey man, I wasn't trying to call you, blah, blah, blah. And she's insisting, right? She's insisting up in the cop's face and stuff like that. And he's trying to calm things down and trying to just like Shakari Richardson's boyfriend. Hey, you know, I don't want no trouble. I don't want to go to jail. I want her to go to jail. I just want this stuff that should be over.
You know, I even though it's only 2 cases, I'm hoping that signals that black men are adapting to how they've been, how these, you know, institutions have been used against them, because technology is playing a role that we haven't had the luxury of, you know, first in terms of access to, you know, work like yours, shows like this. You can't tell me that's not having an impact on black men starting to understand how they've been attacked and used. And then 2, with smartphone technology, we're able to record. This is something, I mean, for years, it's just been our word against their word or whatever. But now you got video, and it's real hard to dismiss video when you can clearly see her hitting you in the head with a vase and you're not doing anything to her. That, you know, in the 70s, they didn't have that kind of luxury. You know, so the stereotypes of black men as monsters worked against us that much more.
Yeah.
You know, but when the police show up and you're able to show them video, that's starting to have an effect, especially if you have to go to court. And I think, you know, you're seeing a tide turn, and these men know they have to conduct themselves in a certain way, even when she's out of pocket.
Yeah.
And get video.
Yeah.
I mean, I think those between that kind of technology and the kind of messaging that they're getting from red pill spaces, I think there's an adaptation with men, black men in particular, that we haven't seen in the past, that's starting to work in our benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because white women are trying to socialize white men into taking the same kind of abuse that we did. And white men ain't going for it.
Nor should they. But we're the canaries in the coal mine. So, you know,
Yep.
White folks have always had the luxury of knowing that whatever's going on with us, give them 2 or 3 decades and it's going to be hitting them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just the ones that pay attention to it that make the difference. But the pit bullying in particular has been something that, you know, has been going on for the longest. We're used to it, but you know, at some point, I'm hoping brothers start to realize how this game is being used against us. Like I said, if it's your wife and she's called you because she's been justifiably, violated in some
Right,
way.
right, yeah,
That's understandable. But when it's abused simply as a flex or to hurt them or you, it's just, those are the kind of things we got to start calling out. And I think that starts with creating the language around it, which is something that we've been doing in this space for years.
Oh, it's gonna make its way up the ladder. So,
I'm hoping so, man. Because
I'm getting ready to dust off our old list, man, about the 12 labors of black men. The 12 roles.
I'm waiting to see it. I'm waiting to see it. So, but I have to go back and look at what you showed and see what you did today. I missed everything.
Okay.
But I appreciate it. And in about a half hour, I'm doing a live review of Lean on Me on Patreon.
Okay.
So anybody's welcome to. Or
did you do a? Did you do? Oh, did you do? You can actually post your Patreon channel. Okay.
Okay.
For people that actually want to do it. So it was actually requested to somebody that you do Lean on Me by a couple of people. So post your Patreon link, like that, not link to the video, but your link to the to your channel, Patreon channel for people.
I appreciate it.
No, shoot. Normally I do anyway. So
yeah, thank you. Usually on the 1st and 15th I would do a film review, but this was requested. So we got to jump in and knock it out. So our Artisan requested this one. So
okay.
So we're gonna do Lean on Me, but but we gotta really start dealing with this more directly. And so I'm glad to see brothers are taking it up and using it. And I tell people, I attach my name to it for a reason, because a couple years ago, Dennis Sperling, had me testify in a case he was using to put that, to put certain language on the record. And I'm telling brothers, when we come up with these terms, you can, as long as it's the term that I developed, but you can use my name and you can say this is something that's been cited. You can call attention to it, and I'm willing to testify to its definition. And if it's useful to you, go ahead and use it. That's what we create this for. It's just
so it can bubble. They can actually bubble up and become a part of the common lingo.
Absolutely.
It can be used. Yep.
Not just in an argument with your girl, but you can take this to court. Like we need to take the language to that level.
Yes. Yep. And make it policy. Yeah.
That's absolutely the case.
They take the trash out on Tuesday, right?
There you go.
All right, Doc. I'm gonna let you get busy.
Thanks a lot, man.
Get set up. Appreciate you, man. All right, good people. That is it for me. Appreciate Doc for coming through and with the term. And I just wanted to show you, actually highlight what he's doing right now, because as these chicks come back, with the reach back, okay, they're gonna try a lot of this shit to control you because they need to. So guard your life, guard your seed, guard your money, and guard your freedom, right? Because they're gonna come for it, trying to control you. Okay, as they reach back, because they need you as a economic base, they have to find a means of control over you, because they can't compete as they are. So you pookies out there, I know y'all want to lay up with these chicks and live in their house and stuff like that. That ain't the business, okay? You're gonna have to find another way. And you dudes that saw this chick, she is what she is, right? Okay, it's loose booty, as they say. Like my partner used to say, beware the high cost of low living. Just because it's easy don't mean it's free. Anyhow, I will see you guys later, and peace out, okay?
And with that, I just have two more words to say. Obama out.
Música Dennis Schipper.